We ain't gonna stop till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. I can hear my neighbors crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle, saying I can't breathe. Calling out the violence of the Worcester police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. Thank you very much. Till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. Now I hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle, saying I can't breathe. Calling out the violence of the Worcester police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle, saying I can't breathe. Calling out the violence of the Worcester police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle, saying I can't breathe. Calling out the violence of the Worcester police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free. No, we ain't gonna stop till people are free. I can hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe. Now I'm in the struggle, saying I can't leave. Calling out the violence of the Worcester police. We ain't gonna stop till people are free.
Oh, okay, good.
We ain't gonna stop till people are free.
Why you just did what you did?
My name is Julius Jones. We just did a protest in the Worcester City Council to my mind, I think it was a dual purpose thing where we wanted to simultaneously let them know that we are here to put pressure on them intentionally, and we will be here no matter what they decided to do with the resolution. They need to know that they work for us and that our voice is the voice that they should be listening to. And when people don't listen when you talk, they sometimes listen when you sing.
Do you feel like a city council with all white men and 2 white women will represent the minority community?
What I think will happen, honestly, is I think that it'll happen the same way that rights for people who identify as non-heterosexual happen, where people of a certain generation, baby boomers in particular, didn't feel a connection to the issue, but when their kids came home, because they had gay friends who were being oppressed and being bullied, they brought that message to the dinner table. This is in no way a conversation that black families don't understand. This is a conversation that white families don't understand, and it's always been a white conversation. And just like every other change that happens, it comes from the younger generation. So what I think is going to happen is it's going to be college kids, like the ones that are out here now, who are going to go home and say the truth to their parents so that their parents can let go of their bigotry. That's what I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Definitely the wrong message. I think it sends the idea that communities of color can't police themselves. And that idea can get entrenched in just tradition. So maybe no one's saying that outright, but if you just look at how things are historically and how that piece has not changed, it's just like, if you're policing your own community, then we maybe should have a hand in policing our own communities. If the community is going to remain as separate as they've remained. Case in point, you hear the think it was, I can't remember the councilman who defended his own upbringing, to sort of try to distance himself from the perception of him being privileged. It seemed like he was just talking about being rich. And there's this other facet of what privilege looks like that I think when you're in someone else's community, policing them, it just seems like what lack of privilege really is, that message isn't really coming across. So if you're talking about communities that are rich versus poor, there's just so many other things involved in what we talk about when we mean white privilege. And unfortunately, even poor white folks have access to that white privilege. And that needs to be talked about. I would love to see that be the main focus of the next council meeting as far as this issue is concerned. You know, you can grow up poor, you still have access to things that poor black folks and rich black folks and brown folks, people of color, don't have access to. Excuse the language, but the saying in my family, I was raised by my grandmother, she would often say that coming up, there was this understanding that our family was moderately poor, but even if you got $1 million, that you would be seen as a nigger with $1 million. And I think that hits it right on the head there. It's like money has very little to do with it. It's a piece of it. Economic equality or inequality is important, but we all need to get on the same page as far as our definition of what white privilege is. And I think